Pacific 2023, our second arrival today. As Team Pacific Floaters are here. Just a few short steps from land, our 11th team in this year's race, Kachi and Dewey of Germany and Austria. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. So lovely to have you here with us in Kauai for the arrival of our teams. I'm Charlotte, your live reporter, and Pacific Floaters, who I have decided to rename Pacific Flyers for the effort that they put in to get in to the finish line, trying as hard as they could to get in before Ocean Sport, who just arrived moments ago. 43 days of rowing non-stop across the Pacific. And these two both rowed in different teams in the 2019 Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge and decided to come together. Julia, Dewey's wife, and Andy, Kachi's partner, have been waiting for that moment for the longest time. Oh. Kachi is German. She rowed in women's team row home, the Atlantic in 2019, and Dewey is Austrian, and he rowed in D7 in the same year. They had such a rough start and were reporting back just how tough it was and how frustrated they were to not be making any headway at all. So they often had to go on power anchor, where they were rowing 2 hours on, 2 hours off. They then adopted an up to 12-hour on at the same time and then on power anchor for some of the time in order to maintain some ground. Rowing one up at a time was super tough and they just weren't making any headway. So tired, frustrated, they carried on, putting every single effort of what they had in. The message that came back on day 2 simply said, "We fight." Finally. Even at one point, it was so cold that Dewey put on his survival suit. After 2.5 weeks of wet weather, here they are with Team Antigua Island Girls, who came in just a couple of days ago. So yeah, Dewey put on his survival suit, which is actually a suit designed in emergency situations should they end up in the cold water. That's how cold it was on board. About a week in, the weather was so bad that a big wave knocked Kachi halfway out the boat. So always a good reason why our safety team are hot on ensuring that the teams adhere to safety regulations and remain fit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please move forward towards the podium here. So, normally we say welcome to the arrival of. Today it was arrivals. First we have Ocean Sport. They are now sitting at the table having a nice fresh meal and some cold drinks, and soon it will be Dewey and Kachi's turn. We just witnessed the arrival of Pacific Floaters. And before we do the official announcement of timings and interview, we have a local welcome. We will hear these incredible kids, the future of Kauai, singing the Oli Mahalo and also blowing the poo. And we also have some lays with lots of good energy in them. So over to you, kids.
ia ka makaloala pa. Puka ia ka makaloala. Puka I ke alohala. Puka ia ka alohala. Ave I mai na ua. Mai ko o hulia ka halabaya. Mahalo e na ua. Mahalo e na kulala ea. Mahalo e ke alohala. Mahalo e ke alohala. Mahalo. Hold it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Mahalo, as I said, means thank you, and a lot of good strength and energy and aloha in these lays. Strong tea leaves. So, ladies and gentlemen, representing Austria, where's Rasmus? We need a flag, Rasmus. Anyways, Dewey and Kachi, they are not only, they're not first time ocean rowers, they're second time ocean rowers. They have also both been on the support yacht, so they have worked for Atlantic Campaigns. That's why they challenge us and tease us by coming in right after Oceans 4, so now we are teasing them a little bit with the flags. But ladies and gentlemen, Pacific Floaters representing Germany and Austria, Dewey and Kachi. And what a journey you guys have had. We also have a certificate for our from our adjudicator, Ocean Rowing Stats, a certificate of achievement. And what an achievement. You did your crossing in 43 days, 5 hours, and 34 minutes. As I mentioned, you're not first timers. You have done a crossing before on the Atlantic, not only in an ocean rowing boat. You have both been on a support yacht within the race, the World Cup row on the Atlantic. Dewey, you did your solo crossing on the Atlantic as the campaign called D7 in 2019. You did it as a solo. What happened when you arrived in Antigua was you proposed to Julia, who's standing over here. So you can't do that again. And you're also married now. So obviously it's always interesting to see what's going on today. Who knows? It also happens that you are in family with Kachi here because that's your sister-in-law, because your brother Andy, who's also been on the support yacht, is together with Kachi. And Atlantic Campaigns, organizers of the World Cup row, is one big family. We bring people together. So how has it been? You now have two oceans under your belt, the Atlantic and the Pacific. How does it feel, Kachi?
Definitely different than the Atlantic, I think. Can be really called the toughest row, I think. The Atlantic was kind of easy against it. So, yeah.
To all our teams on the Atlantic, we still think you're tough. It is the World Cup row Atlantic. And you have, as I mentioned, you have sailed over, you have rowed over, and now you have also rowed over the Pacific. What's next on a sailboat? Or
let's wait for the Indian. Victoria, no idea yet.
No idea yet, and you don't have to have an idea yet. You smashed it throughout the night. At some point you did 3.8, 3.5, and you were really in the tail of Oceans 4 sitting over here. They slowed down a little bit. They waited for you, but only just enough to still be ahead of you. You really gave it a go. Had the finish line been around 2-3 more miles further ahead, you would have come in just a little bit before them, but then they probably would have speeded up as well. But here you are, and what are you looking forward to on this incredible, beautiful island you have yet to experience, but what you have seen so far?
Yeah, definitely to see the island. It looks beautiful when you row with sides of the island, the green island, and then the food, drinks, and of course our family and friends.
And you?
Yeah, pretty much the same. Of course, we want to go hiking. The mountain is so beautiful, and we want to try the destroy boats here. Yeah.
So that was out to the paddle clubs next to here. You want to go out paddling in one of the boats? Is that what I heard you?
Yes, definitely. They look so much fun and pretty fast.
Okay, then I think we should do a deal that you try one of their boats, and then we get a team signed up for the World Toughest Row from the paddlers. So we'll see how that goes, but I think that's a brilliant idea. Ladies and gentlemen, soon we'll do a live interview on YouTube and Facebook with Charlotte. But before that, let's give these incredible two human beings a big, big hip hip hooray. Ladies and gentlemen, Pacific Floaters, hip hip hooray! Welcome, Julie. Welcome, Catchy. Over to Charlotte.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Squeeze in. Let's get you nice and tight in shot. Oh, how are you feeling? That arrival coming in, you were neck and neck at one point there. We were all like holding on so tight.
Well, we tried to take over, but no, it was too tough, and we are really exhausted now. But
And you want to go hiking?
not today. Maybe in the next couple of days.
But to walk a little bit would be nice because of all the sitting and laying, and try to walk again.
Tell us about some of those highlights that were out there, some of the wildlife that you saw.
Wildlife we had in the very first week, then almost for the whole journey nothing, except flying fish. Yeah, a lot.
Then one day,
Big white shark.
yeah,
We think it was a white shark
huge,
because
huge.
the body was so massive and it was fast. It was amazing.
You said it was about 4 meters.
I think more. I would say it like the same like the boat, probably.
As big as the boat, bigger than the
Yes.
boat? Wow.
It's difficult to say. It was in a wave, but wow,
Crazy.
it was just wow.
That was, how long after had you been in the water to clean the bottom of the boat?
5 or 6 days later.
Okay. It's not too
But
bad.
at that time he said, I don't want that in the water when I'm in the water.
No.
It was so fast.
Yeah.
In the beginning, you talked a lot about the frustration and how tired you were because the weather was so tough. And the first pairs team to come in. Tell us a little bit about that experience as a pairs team.
Yeah, it was definitely tough because everybody told us we have to row west to get away from the coast, and we had to row against the waves, and so we had to be on the para anchor, and that's like, yeah, that's not
Yeah.
easy for the mind when you're on the para anchor and you're losing miles, and you see the whole fleet is like passing by and moving forward. So
It was kind of a mistake to go west, but we paid it off with 4 nights on Para Anchor. Then we had a plan and said, let's fight back to the fleet. And
And what a fight you did.
we reached them. Next plan was overtake Aloha Kai. We did it. Next plan was come in daytime. We made it.
Beautiful day
The
today.
last one with Oceans 4, we didn't it, but congratulations to Oceans 4.
yeah, definitely.
They did it really good.
Absolutely magnificent row. Guys, you've got your friends and family from back home watching. What would you like to say? Feel free to speak as well to them in your own language.
Ja.
Um,
An alle da
daheim
daheim gebliebenen Freunde, Bekannte, Familie, Unterstützer.
Liebe Grüße mal auf jeden Fall an alle. Danke für die Unterstützung. Danke an unsere Sponsoren.
Dass ihr an uns geglaubt habt.
Familie, die was uns wirklich überall unterstützt haben. Danke auch an die Arbeitskollegen, die uns dort in die Rücken frei halten für 2 Monate
Genau.
oder vielleicht ein bisschen mehr.
Ja, ohne
Vielen
euch, also ihr habt uns sehr viel Kraft gegeben auf jeden Fall.
Ja.
Vielen, vielen Dank.
Natürlich auch die ganzen Nachrichten, was ihr uns geschickt habt. Super. Also das ist Motivation pur.
Really lovely. How would you like to share breakfast with Oceans 4?
Of course we will.
Definitely. Oh, hungry.
Table awaits you. Enjoy.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Welcome.
Oceans 4 and Pacific
Ladies and
Floaters.
gentlemen, next arrival in about 2 days' time with our American mixed pairs teams, Aloha Kai.
Aloha Kai, yes, the next pairs team to come in. So looking like Thursday, 27th in the evening, sometime in the day. It's all due to change. All depends on the weather and obviously how fast that they row. But for now, Ocean Sport and Pacific Floaters will enjoy land, enjoy their family and friends. And we look forward to seeing you for our next arrival. For updates, make sure that you're following World's Toughest Row on social media pages. Make sure that you've got your notifications set on YouTube and on Facebook for when we go live, so you don't miss a single moment. And you can always watch back all of our lives. Today we had 4 separate lives. The 2 arrivals and the flare shots there for Ocean Sport and Pacific Floaters, and then both of their separate arrivals here, celebrations on the podium. So in the meantime, look after yourselves, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple of days.